Hello, my name is Richard Kent. Today I thought we'd talk about hemoglobin. You've probably heard about hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a very sophisticated molecule in our blood that carries oxygen, gives oxygen to all the tissues, and also collects a toxic gas called carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is actually toxic because it's acidic, and we have to regulate the acidity of our blood within a very, very fine parameters. Otherwise we get very, very ill. But more than that, we need oxygen. How much do we need oxygen? Absolutely we need oxygen. We need oxygen every second of every minute. If my brain and your brain is deprived of oxygen, if my brain is deprived of oxygen right now, I will simply fall to the floor unconscious within a second. We need oxygen all the time, and that is provided by this miraculous molecule called hemoglobin. Now, I want to tell you some extraordinary things about hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is manufactured, all red blood cells are manufactured with hemoglobin in them in our blood marrow. As children, we manufacture hemoglobin in our blood marrow in lots of different parts of our bones, but as adults, mostly in our pelvis, in the vertebrae of our spinal column, and also in our sternum, that's our breastbone if you like, and also in the upper femur, that's the leg bone, and the upper humerus, that's the long arm, the long bone in the upper arm. And we rely upon the what's called erythropoietic tissue to manufacture all the red blood cells to carry all the oxygen. But here is the big but. In order to manufacture the blood cells, which are they're shaped like little saucers, and that is the best possible shape to give off oxygen and collect carbon dioxide, and also to squeeze through tiny little capillaries in the skin and the eye and the brain. Well, in order for the erythropoietic tissue in our bone marrow to actually produce oxygen, we need a hormone called erythropoietin. I don't know if you've ever heard of that hormone. Erythropoietin is made by our kidneys. Now, erythropoietin is only released by our kidneys when the respiratory center in our brain detects that the oxygen level in our blood is going down, and therefore we need more hemoglobin. So our brain, our respiratory center in our brain, is very sensitive to our PO2, the amount of oxygen in our blood, and sends a message to our kidneys to send out a hormone called erythropoietin to all of our bone marrow to please make some more red blood cells, which it does. Now that actually all sounds very simple, but actually it's not at all, because hemoglobin is manufactured in the bone marrow, but cannot be manufactured until it gets a signal from the kidneys, from the erythropoietin, the hormone released by the kidneys, to please make some more red blood corpuscles. So what do we have first? Do we have the red blood cells in the bone marrow, or do we have the kidneys making erythropoietin? Well, the answer is you need both. It's actually one example of irreducible complexity. You can't have red blood cells being produced in the bone marrow without a fully developed kidney producing erythropoietin. And you can't have a kidney without a fully developed red blood cells giving oxygen to the kidneys. It's all irreducible complexity. The whole of the body, in whatever way you look at the whole of the body, it's all so complexly designed that it could not possibly have happened by chance. It is completely impossible for red corpuscles and kidneys capable of manufacturing erythropoietin to actually arise by chance in the primordial slime. No, in the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. All things were made by Him. Without Him nothing was made that was made. In Him was life. The author of all life is Jesus Christ Himself. Thanks for listening, and God bless.